My sister's boyfriend told me that he knew about my crush on him and tried to assault me. Now he's kissing jail bars after I had him registered in the offenders registry. Let's call my sister Diana and her boyfriend, Mike. I came out as gay when I was 14, and my immediate family, my parents and siblings, were all supportive. I go to the same college where my sister is doing grad school, and to save costs, I've been staying with her and her then fiancé at their apartment. Mike had always been nice, and I was happy that my sister was with a nice guy. The semester just ended for the two of us, and we all went home this weekend to stay with my parents. We had a big family dinner, during which Mike kept making little jokes about me liking older guys. My boyfriend is 23, and how he would try to keep me away from him and his buddies. My siblings and I questioned him about his jokes until he finally stopped making them. That was last night. This morning, my siblings and my parents went on a hike, a family activity we usually enjoy, thanks to living close to the woods. I slept in, and no one wanted to bother me, so they went without me. I figured everyone had gone, but when I was eating my cereal in the living room and watching TV, Mike came out of the kitchen and sat beside me. I was surprised to see him, as I figured he would have gone on the hike, but I guess not. He started by apologizing for making fun of me and then said it was just a nervous tick when he didn't want to talk about something serious. He said it was wrong to joke about my crush on him. I was super confused and asked for clarification, and he said he knew about my crush on him, which I don't. I asked him why he would think that, and he cited a few things he took as liking him. 1. I would always hang out with him and Diana. 2. That I chose to live with them instead of dorms. 3. That he barely knew my boyfriend. And 4. That I didn't bring my boyfriend to their wedding. I tried to tell him that he was insane and that none of that meant I liked him, and they all had real explanations, but he just insisted that I was just trying to cover up the fact that I was in love with him. That was a few hours ago. I haven't told anyone in my family this yet, and I haven't had lunch with my family since I've had plans to be out with high school friends all day. Update: I called for a sibling meeting at a diner we like to go to this morning. We've been doing sibling meetings since we were kids, discussing things like convincing our parents to get us a pet or splitting the household chores. We met at the diner for brunch, and my brother immediately went on and said how weird it was that Mike was making jokes about me. Diana said that he was still making jokes to her privately after dinner and that it wasn't the first time he had made those types of jokes. She said that she figured that he was one of those guys who thought that gay guys liked him. But then I told them about his apology yesterday morning and all the comments and other jokes he's made, and we all think it was pretty weird. My sister said she would talk to him about it and told me that no matter what happened, she would never hold anything against me or blame me for anything, which was reassuring. We had food, and I went back to my friend's house, and my sister said she would let me know if anything happened. I also texted my boyfriend about all this. He's British, so we have a bit of a time difference. He hasn't responded, but I want to keep him in the loop. Update: the day after I talked to my siblings at the diner, I returned home from my friend's house, and everything seemed normal. My sister informed me that she had talked to her boyfriend, that he had seemed more receptive to her concerns, and he was a lot calmer towards me. He stayed with us until the end of that week, when no further incident occurred between us before he left to visit his family. A little after his departure, I noticed I couldn't find my favorite underwear after doing laundry. At the time, I just chalked it up to being lost in the wash or maybe mixed up with someone else's clothes. My sister only stayed with us for 2 weeks, as her job only allowed her so much time to be remote. From what I knew, her boyfriend had returned to our apartment around the same time as her. I stayed for the whole month before I, too, had to return to the city our college is in because I had gotten a summer internship in that city. So, I was back to staying with my sister and her boyfriend. A few weeks into that, my sister was out for the night because of her friend's bachelorette party and her boyfriend was out at a bar with his friends, leaving me alone in the apartment. I had a movie night and went to bed early. I awoke in the middle of the night to my sister's boyfriend in my bed, touching me inappropriately. When he noticed I was awake, he held me down and tried to assault me. Fortunately, I managed to fight him off, and he eventually left the room, but not before threatening my and my sister's lives, saying that if I told her or anyone, he would unalive both of us. That point pretty much broke me, and his threats against our lives were ringing in my ears all the time. About 3 months later, I broke down and had a huge panic attack. My sister tried to calm me down at first, but when that didn't help and I was still struggling, she decided to take me to the ER. The attack lasted for about 45 minutes, only going away when they gave me some sort of medication to help me calm down. Once I calmed down, I was allowed to stay in the hospital room for a little bit, and it was there that I confessed everything to my sister. She was extremely comforting. Instead of attending classes the next day, she took me to our local police station to file a police report. With my testimony, he got a sentence of 4 years and a fine, and he has to register on the intimacy offender registry.